The CIA once spent millions of dollars trying to crack time travel, but when they finally succeeded, they shut it down immediately. Why? Because the test subjects started bringing back things from the future that shouldn't have existed yet. That's right, the CIA was up to some shady time-traveling shenanigans, and now declassified files are revealing all of their secrets. Want to know more? Then let's get started. In 1968, the CIA began Project Time Travel. The project was top secret and would remain so for decades. The goal was to build a time machine and send agents back in time to gather intel on various historical events. The files uncovered reveal that by 1972, the CIA had developed a working time machine. But why haven't we heard of it? Well, it seems the CIA didn't think that temporal displacement technology should be used. One of the most interesting files is a report from an agent who goes by the codename Ozok. He infiltrated a time traveler's support group and reported back to the agency on his findings. According to Ozok, the group was full of people who claimed to have traveled through time. At first, the agent was skeptical, but soon found himself believing the impossible. One of the subjects claimed to be from the year 2027. He told Ozok that the world had changed a lot since his time. And according to him, the biggest difference was the environment. Subject 12 said that because of climate change, most of the eastern United States was underwater. He also said that most of the major cities were deserted. But why? Well, that's where things got weird. Subject 12 described the future cities with terrifying accuracy, but then he began screaming about the inverted people. At first, Ozok thought he was talking about hippies, but then Subject 12 started talking about how the inverted people were taking over the government and were planning to take over the world. He said they were planning to do this by using advanced technology to control the weather and cause mass extinctions. Ozok tried to calm Subject 12 down, but he wouldn't have it. Eventually, Subject 12 stopped talking, and the other subjects ushered him out of the room. They apologized to Ozok for Subject 12's behavior, saying that he wasn't usually like that, but Ozok knew that something was off. Subject 12 had brought back photos of the future, and they showed that there were no cars on the road and no planes in the sky. Yet Subject 12 claimed to have traveled to the year 2027. What was going on? It turns out that Subject 12 had actually traveled to the year 2027, but he hadn't been the same ever since. Apparently, he'd gone insane after seeing what the world would become, but he wasn't the only one. Another subject, a woman who went by the codename Siren, had also gone insane after time traveling. She'd traveled to the year 2045 and seen too much death and destruction. When she returned to the present, she couldn't adjust and eventually died by suicide. But it wasn't just the subjects who were having problems. The CIA agents running the experiments were also starting to go crazy. Agent 355 reported that after interviewing a time traveler, he hadn't slept in weeks and was hearing voices that weren't there. He also started having visions of the future and became convinced that the CIA was trying to kill him. As you can see, time travel has a lot of risks. But what did the CIA do? They decided to keep going. In 1975, the CIA sent its best agent, a man who went by the codename Stargate, back in time to meet with Abraham Lincoln. The mission was a success, and Stargate returned with valuable information that could have changed history. But it came at a cost. After returning to the present, Stargate began to act strangely. He started talking in a strange accent and claiming that he was from another dimension. The other agents tried to reason with him, but it was no use. Stargate had gone insane. That's when the CIA decided to call it quits on Project Time Travel. They locked away the files and tried to forget that it ever happened. But now the files are declassified and we know the truth. So what do you think? Is time travel possible? And if so, should we be exploring it further or should we leave that to the CIA? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.